Jays. Victory in Game 1, an electric crowd. What a day here in Toronto. Welcome back to the post-game show. Derek, we noticed there's something that was missing there in our earlier segment. Can you help us out here?
Yeah, well, I've been here for this is my third year that I've been here, and I have the privilege of sitting next to my guy here, David Ortiz. And I'm watching all these My Dog shirts go out to everyone, and everyone fakes it like they really want to keep it. They really don't want it.
Come on, man, that's not true.
But Addison Barger, do we have video of this? Actually left his shirt. We don't have video, of course, because you stopped the video. But it's right here.
Is that
and
the jersey?
He refused to wear it because
no,
it was
that's an extra one. That's an extra one. He took it. That's my boy. That's my boy, Kevin.
Well, I know. Apparently, you guys live next to each other in the Dominican Republic.
That's
Who
my
knew?
boy.
I didn't know that. There's a lot in common.
His father bought a house from me in the Dominican.
You still like him?
Matter of fact, he just texted me.
That sounds super shady.
Text me.
Did he really? I love it.
See it.
Adam, no, I believe you. I believe you.
Actually, if he just texted, ask him why he left the shirt here. That would be great.
That's not the shirt. He took it. This guy trying to make me look bad.
No, we would never do that. We would never do that.
What's this?
We love you.
Fake news, Poppy. Fake news.
I have a whole store right here.
What else you got underneath that desk? Have you got like multiple shirts?
It's complicated.
You don't want to know, Kevin. It's private.
What's not look?
It's private.
Good idea. Good idea. Highlights. If you missed it, why don't we catch
Let's see
you
the
up?
highlight,
Let's
Kevin.
see it. Poppy, great idea. Here we go. So the Dodgers and Shohei trying to repeat. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays looking for a World Series championship for the first time since 1993. And then it's this. Dalton Varsho, 2-run home run off of Blake Snell. Third of the postseason. Jays have life. A lefty hitting a home run at Snell for the first time in a couple years. 6th inning, same score. Snell in trouble. Blue Jays making him work. He hits Varsho here. Certainly didn't want to do that on 3-2, and then he's lifted there. Bases loaded. Ernie Clement, who's hitting like 770 in the playoffs. Guy's a machine, delivers. And then it was on. The merry-go-round goes from here. Andres Jimenez, he's had an excellent postseason. Snell leaves. And then it's this. Addison Barger. Bang! Pinch hit salami.
From Buffalo to Toronto.
And the floodgates open against Anthony Banda. Look at that. What a moment for Barger, who didn't start this game, obviously, with the platoon that the Blue Jays played, but he put an exclamation point on it. And then a little later, Shohei Ohtani getting in a groove. Braden Fisher 2-run home run. And that would be it. Certainly wouldn't be enough. We'll see if it gets Ohtani going for Game 2. Bottom line, a 9-run 6th inning. Jays offense, really everybody contributing here tonight. See Kirk's night, 3 for 3. Varsho with the home run. Barger with the big shot. And then it's Blake Snell, who was good, but he's been amazing in these playoffs. But tonight, not enough to beat Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, learned a lot. I wasn't locating the ball. I mean, it's pretty simple. Command with the fastball wasn't great. Really changed up. I couldn't locate that either. And then the last inning there, I locate that pitch all the time and then walk Bo, and I know what I can do and then get it out there. So it's just frustrating, but learned a lot. Still confident. I know what I can do. I know who I am.
This is, look, bottom line is Dodgers starting pitching since the beginning of the NLCS. They had 4 runs. They let up 4 runs in the entire series against Milwaukee. They let up 11 here tonight. So the Dodgers pitching taking a little bit of a hit. And now I'm curious. We talked about the offense, Alex. Now I'm curious, though, with Yamamoto, who pitches tomorrow, who's also been brilliant, threw a complete game his last time out. I wonder the confidence level of these Blues is. They say, hey, well, Snell's been great. We got him. Bring on Yamamoto tomorrow.
Well, look, the only thing the Blue Jays are hoping for is that Game 2 starts right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they have mojo. They have excitement. Fans feel the same way. Look, he's a tremendous pitcher going up against a great, great lineup. Now we all know that. But I think the confidence level will be high. One quick thing on Snell, watching that interview. Poppy's been saying all October how important it is to play every single day. Well, starting pitchers take 4 days between starts. For Snell, that was 12. That's 3 times more. And in that inning, Poppy, they had 9 pitch at bat twice. This is a handful, and I think 12 days is too much.
Absolutely. When we were watching him pitch tonight, it seems like he wasn't having feeling for his fastball. He was going to his secondary pitch that he was locating for the strike. The batters knows that. They can see that. They can pick on that, Kevin. I saw Kirk, the catcher, putting some good swing on some off-speed pitches during the one at bat that he ended up walking. This Blue Jay lineup, they don't strike out. They face one of the pitchers that go for the most strikeout per game. And they strike out 4 times during the whole game, 35 at bat. Wow. What that tells you? This team is a pain, guys, you know where.
Yeah, they're a pain. I mean, look, what did Snell say a couple of times? He learned a lot. He learned a lot, so he'll make the adjustments going into his next start against this team. But this is not a team, we keep saying it. If you have a free-swinging team and you get runners on base, you can pitch your way out of it. If you have a team that really focuses on always putting the ball in play, it makes it much more difficult to get out of these jams. And you saw the Toronto Blue Jays were not chasing pitches down. They were waiting, they were forcing him into the zone, and they were coming up with their hits.
And KB, to answer your question, I didn't want to be so rude, but
no.
I wanted to get that point in on Snell because I thought it was important because Poppy's been spot on all October. But Yamamoto, look, where does a team's confidence feel? Is tomorrow's starting pitcher. So the Dodgers should feel pretty darn confident because they have one hell of a pitcher going, and I think he'll be outstanding tomorrow. And I like that you have lefty, righty. I think that benefits the Dodgers.
Pressure on the Dodgers?
Tremendous pressure.
Really?
The most pressure they've had probably in this whole run because that was more than a win, fellas. That was a spank down.
Yeah, but, excuse me, you saw Dave Roberts' interview. He's calm.
Sure.
The Dodgers have been here. They've been here before. They know what it takes to win. They know that losing by 10 runs is the same as losing by 1 run.
That's right.
It gives the Toronto Blue Jays a lot more confidence, and they're not a team that ever lacks confidence because they know they can hit. But I expect the Dodgers to bounce back. I expect their at-bats to be better tomorrow. And it's going to be another one of those games, man. It could go either way.
I would not call them pressure yet because it's kind of too early and they had a hell of a team. I will call them, let's pay attention to what we got going on right here because we saw a team tonight that attacked during the whole game. They never stopped. They were attacking the whole game. They're good pitching. So if that happened tomorrow again, it's not going to be a surprise for them because they saw a show tonight. So I will say this, tomorrow, the whole ball club going to start paying better attention than tonight.
And Poppy, I'll say this. Sometimes it's easier, Cap, to your point, to lose a blowout than lose a heartbreaker 2-1 because sometimes those hurt more. You get blown out, you just say delete and start again tomorrow.
Yeah, good point. We'll see how it goes, but the Blue Jays certainly happy with the result tonight. Meanwhile, we've got a lot of great people working on this show, and we've unearthed what we think might be, kind of the equivalent of the Zapruder film here. Let's take a look. Derek claiming that the shirt was left. Poppy says no.
Yeah.
Let's see what Barger does
Look
with
at
the
the
My
shirt.
Dog shirt. He puts it in his lap. He says, "You take this. It's a cover-up."
That's not a video, Kevin.
He didn't want it. He didn't want it.
That's a fake video, Kevin.
That was AI.
That's not real. That's AI. That's AI right there.
Derek, that looks pretty damning.
Hey, I've been called a lot of things in my life. A liar's not one of them.
The truth is out. Barger didn't want the My Dog.
Hey, take those shirts from Poppy. That will curse you if you don't take them.
That's right.
Not telling you.
Honestly, I really don't think the week layoff had anything to do with tonight. I really don't. We were rested. I thought we were in a good spot. We had a 2-0 lead, and then Varsho hits a homer, and we didn't pitch well after that. So I really, honestly, Ron, don't think that had anything to do with it.
There's no excuses. I need to be better. I need to throw strikes. I know I can do that. I don't care if it's a month off. Find a way to be ready.
I just didn't do a very good job of executing. Left the slider up, right in his bat path. Bad pitch, took advantage, and he made me pay for it. So that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I thought we did pretty good offensively. I mean, we had some good at-bats. I mean, obviously when the game got out of hand, probably changed a little bit. But early in the game, I think we did a pretty good job against Savage and got him out. but their bullpen did a great job in shutting us down. And that one inning, we had bases loaded. I think that was really the turning point in the game. Even though it's early, every time you get an opportunity like that, if you want to win, you should cash in.
Freddie Freeman, a dual citizen of U.S. and Canada, had hit safely in all 11 career World Series games coming in, slashing .310, slugging .810, had an RBI in 7 straight games. But it was a quiet performance for Freddie as he goes 0 for 3 and did not drive in a run. We'll get to where he was batting in just a second and see why. But, Al, it's rare to see a base-running blunder from Freddie Freeman like we saw.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I don't know whether he, and you said, I mean, if this is a brain cramp or not, but this ball is hit hard, actually well placed with Will Smith going the other way. I don't know whether he thought he was throwing it through to first base, the cutoff, and he saw that Freddie was off the bag too far. But that was just a heads-up play by the right fielder to throw it to second base.
Yeah, it's a situation where Freddie's probably assuming that the ball is going to go to home, so he has the freedom to be able to make a wide turn right there, not knowing that it's going to get cut off and catch him right there.
So unfortunate out there for Freddie, who's always such a smart heads-up player. Another issue, though, lineup construction. What about the fact he was batting third in this lineup? It helps when you're bringing in a lefty for John Schneider.
Well, I understand on paper there's a righty on the mound, so you're assuming throughout the regular season this is what the Dodgers lineup looks like when there's a righty on the mound. But the thing that stood out to me watching the game today and seeing Tommy Edman, I know he's in the 8th spot. What stood out to me is that he went out there and he hit right-handed today. The reason he hit right-handed is because there's a huge split difference on Trey Savage. He's a reverse split guy, to where what that means is that lefties don't hit Trey Savage well. Righties are better. So I would have treated this game, this 5th inning came around and you saw a situation where Fluharty came in the game. He was coming in for Ohtani, able to face Ohtani, Mookie. Although Freddie put together a really good at-bat right there, I would love to have seen the typical lineup that the Dodgers do when there's a lefty starter on the mound, where you have Mookie and Teoscar Hernandez or Will Smith right there protecting Freddie to force John Snyder's hand. He was able to work his rotation exactly how he wanted to. He brought in the lefty to face 2 lefties, and then right there with 2 outs, runner on first base, he's able to go to the bullpen because Fluharty had faced his 3 hitters already, bring in Dominguez, and no matter what the outcome is, John Schneider is able to create the matchup that he wanted right here. And you're seeing the spot in the lineup. When there's a lefty on the mound, Freddie Freeman has hit 4th plenty of times. This has been the norm for the Dodgers. And if you're seeing Trey Savage, the starting pitcher that was on the mound today, who has reverse splits, I don't know if we have that board to show the splits, you're treating him like a left-handed pitcher, even though he's right-handed, to prevent how easy it is for John Snyder to adapt to that and be able to manage to where you can always get your matchup that you want.
So I ask you this, because the reason why his reverse splits are better is because of the split finger.
Exactly.
Do you see maybe possibility tomorrow with Gausman in a similar scenario? I don't know whether Fluharty, he could pitch 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, I think your point
for
is
me,
well
it's
taken.
it's not so much for the Dodgers. It's more to combat the Blue Jays, because I'm not saying that Freddie Freeman is a bad matchup guy. Freddie Freeman can hit righties, he can hit lefties. But as far as the other side having to manage against him and understanding that the matchup that you're going to have, even with Gausman, I don't know what his splits are right there, but I would consider flipping Freddie and either Teoscar Hernandez or Will Smith. You can have either one of those guys hit third, but it prevents John Snyder from being able to go and know that his lefty is going to be able to face 2 lefties.
It was a big spot for Fluharty. He definitely delivered for John Schneider. There's no question about that. In the meantime,